Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot it.
What is it? It's the easiest question I never have to answer. It's not a muscle car, it's the muscle car. Meet Hulk, my 1969 Ford Mustang Mach 1 in jade black metallic. How did I become the lucky sort that got to own one? So I've been a petrolhead all my life. I've had hot hatches, tuned super sedans, sports cars, bikes, anything with wheels really. And then I met this fraternity of brand agnostic guys called Autodos. It's through Autodos that I had my first exposure to classic cars and young timers. These guys are crazy. They not only own them, but they restore them and run their cars. Not for the glamour of it, but because it's a way of life. The joys and the despair. The allure caught on. I had to have a classic car, and it had to be an American coupe. Because it's an American car, these cars were made in very, very large quantities. And the parts are very easy to find. They're mechanically extremely simple, rudimentary, easy to work on, not very intimidating. It's lazy engineering. That's how the Americans like to do it. Just to put it into perspective, a 250 GTO from that era made the same horsepower as Hulk from a complicated 3-liter V12. Hulk does it from a lazy 5.8-liter V8. An under-stressed engine is never going to break down. And that's why I wanted it. So Hulk spent the first 6 years of its life in Washington State. And then the State Trading Corporation got it to Bombay. It was sent to Madras, where it was auctioned. Then there was another 2 buyers who were in Bombay. Eventually, unfortunately, it was neglected for many, many years. Manvinder Singh and Siddharth Singh, one of the most eminent restorers and car historians of our country, and the royal family of Barwani finally found it and restored it. It went to Indore, and by then I think it had clocked blue-collared 62,000 miles. Most people usually go to the 67 and 68 years for the Mustang because those are the Shelby fame. But I think this is the twilight. This is when the cars got big, they got muscular. Till then, they were quite small. So Hulk is a factory option Mach 1, a 351 Windsor motor with matching numbers. The 351 was the largest of the small blocks. After that, the big blocks, which unfortunately we don't have in India. And the best part, the original owner optioned a 4-speed manual. The car came with a 3-speed manual and a 2-speed automatic, but you need the 4-speed. Nobody will ever tell you this, but driving an old car is endearing. It's lovable. People actually like you for driving them. A simple smile, a wave, a thumbs up. The 2 features on my car that are never used are the air conditioning and the stereo. I like to keep the windows open and interact with the world. Most of the time, they're big gasps of elation, screams. I've actually had a kid across the road scream at me and say, "I'm Ford Mustang!" And when you're driving, you're very aware of the fact that it isn't just a car. It's a pop icon. And just for that fleeting moment, you are the focal point of your surroundings. This car always gets me out of bed on a Sunday morning. The oddly firing American V8, the Ram air intake shaker scoop rumbling away to the left and right every time you go close to the throttle. It's the automotive equivalent of having a 2-shot double espresso and a nicotine patch. You're awake and alive. The gearbox is very involving. The first 2 gears are tight for drag strips. See what I mean? And then the 3rd and 4th are more for cruising. No modern car is going to give you this kind of involvement. I mean, a carbureted manual, that's the feel, man. Yes, the suspension is a bit lively. It's all over the place, really. But the car actually values good inputs. like fine, precise inputs. It was a race car after all. The Mach 1 was optioned with a matte black hood, just so that the sun glare doesn't bother the race car driver. It also had hood pins, so if you get into a scrap and hit it, and the clip breaks, the hood shouldn't open. It also had front factory disc brakes, all the way back in '69. I was very clear about one thing from the start. This car can't be a vanity project. It had to be a driving car. I've tried to be as honest with the original mechanical engineering as possible, but wherever I could update the parts, I have. This car's got new fueling, it's got new heads, new internals, it's got better cooling, ignition, electricals, things that you need in a modern car to perform well. It still drives like an old car. It still feels absolutely like an old car because all these parts are originally Ford stand parts, just made now. And of course, a new power steering. I was developing biceps just parking it here. The car was repainted back to green because that's the color which was on the wind plate, the original color on the car. I took some creative liberties with the car. I went for the chunky big boy tires on my 15-inch Magnum 500 alloys. I must admit, I have had some adventurous breakdowns with this car. But the best part was my friends were always a phone call away. This car was quite alien to me, but they taught me how old cars work, how to fix them, how to mend them, how to keep them running. A classic car journey is something I could never do without friends. The highlight of which was my drive to the Lakshmi Vilas Palace in Vadodara for the 21-gun salute concourse. My wife in the passenger seat, AC/DC on the stereo, and a 12-car convoy with all my friends. A classic car journey is something that you never walk alone. My name is Shalin Koticha, and this Ford Mustang Mach 1 is what drives me.